What is going on, you guys? And right here we have our Call of Duty Black Ops 2 map reviews, where I show you screenshots of the maps that are going to be in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and some descriptions about them that Treyarch and Call of Duty on Twitter have tweeted about. And these are straight from the source, straight from Call of Duty and Treyarch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so the next sequence is going to be the new map on Black Ops 2 is Aftermath, and here's a screenshot. And right now, in this screenshot, they are seem to be playing Domination or Capture the Flag. I'm not sure, but I think it's Domination. But whatever, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and read the description for this bad boy. So it says, use the rubble of downtown Los Angeles to your advantage when moving through Aftermath. So this right here is actually Los Angeles, and I'm guessing that it's a war zone, and you have to use the rubble like by the flag to take cover and capture the flag and win your team some points. So in a second here, we're going to see a second screenshot that they tweeted out, and it should show up right now. And here we go, and we see somebody that seems to be wielding some dual M9s pistols, and let's go ahead and read the description for this one. And it says, evac route blocked, fight through a devastated urban environment following a drone attack in 2025. So as you know, these Black Ops 2 is based in the year 2025, so this is the future basically. And you guys know all the quad rotors and all the drones that are showing up, and it seems to be, if you can see from the top left, you can see something that sort of looks like a quad rotor, and I'm guessing that this is a sort of attack that the drones are using, because it said in the Black Ops 2 reveal trailer that if you let the enemies get the keys, then what's going to happen, basically. And he didn't exactly say that, but you know what I mean. He said something like that. So yeah, basically what's happening in this picture. But then again, this is happening, these pictures are based on the multiplayer maps, so that's not the case. And also you can see that bouncing Bettys are back. If you can see that bouncing Betty on the ground in between the M9s, now we know that the bouncy Betty is back. And if there's anything else, you can see on the far right, there's something that looks like a tank, and I should be able to make a red circle or something around these pictures, so I'll go ahead and flip those on if you can go ahead and see. And anyways, let's go ahead and go to our next map, which is called Cargo. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen this map already. Anyways, let's go. And now we are looking at the map Cargo, and I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the multiplayer gameplay for this, but if not, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description to the video for Cargo. So anyways, let's go ahead and read the description for Cargo. And it says, shifting containers make for a constantly changing battleground in Cargo. So basically the containers shift around, and I'm guessing that in some parts of the map there's parts where you can't cross, like there's a river in between, and if you fall down you die. And sometimes shifting containers actually go down so you can cross that part of the map. And that's my guess. I think there's something like that. I'm not sure. I think I saw something like that in the multiplayer gameplay on Cargo, but I'm going to have to look at that again. But if you want to take a look at it for yourself, I'm going to put the link in the description again, and I'm going to put the link in the description. Sorry. I just done goofed again. Alrighty, so in a second you should be able to see the next part of Cargo, and there it is. Okay, so as you can see here, there is dragon fires, as what they're called, or quad rotors, whatever you want to call them. There's quad rotors and people just fighting around, blasting for the objective. I think this is a team deathmatch game, and I'm not sure. But it just seems like they're just killing each other, so that's why I think it's just team deathmatch. But right here in this corner, this seems like somewhere to be in the middle of the map because there's pretty much the whole team on both sides is in the middle right there. And that seems to be one of the middle points of the map, one of the places where there's gunfire at every single minute that you walk past there, you're most likely going to get shot. So I'm thinking this is one of the main points of the map. And you can see the awesome dragonfire shooting its amazing bullets at it. I don't even know what to call them. But it said in one of the commentators, the people that made the game, uh, they were doing a commentary over the actual reveal trailer for Black Ops 2. And if you want to look at that, the link will be in the description. And he said that the quad rotors, if used by somebody really good, then they could be unstoppable. Because if you have not that good of accuracy with the quad rotors, then you're probably not going to get that many kills. But if you're really accurate and you can manage to not get shot down by a stinger or anybody's bullets, then you're probably going to go to town with this. And that is probably the real deal, because this thing is amazing. This is probably one of the best things that we've seen ever since, I don't know, probably the nuke in Modern Warfare 2. And because this is absolutely awesome. You can see it's sort of like the recon drone, but better. Because you can just shoot people. With the recon drone, you can't do that. So anyways, this is a good step for Treyarch to do with this game. And it's going to make this better. But anyways, that is it for cargo. We're going to go ahead and go up to Turbine, which is the next map for Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. Alright, so here's another screenshot of the map Turbine, and this is also going to be one of the multiplayer map packs for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And in the far background you can see a quad rotor just going to town again, and you can see just a whole bunch of gunplay. And if you notice from the screenshots, this gun here that this guy is using seems to come up quite a lot. So judging by how much it's been used, because again, these screenshots are used from people actually playing this game, like for sake like add GameCap or Eurogamer, there we go. But places like that, they take screenshots. They don't actually just go into a private match and just, take a picture of some random thing. Judging by how many times this gun comes up, maybe this gun might be the new badass gun of Black Ops 2. Maybe it's sort of like the PP90M1 of Modern Warfare 3. Maybe this is a great gun. I just don't know what gun this is. It looks something sort of like the FAD in Modern Warfare 3, but not totally sure. But this looks promising because this gun is getting used quite a lot. But anyways, let's read the description for a turbine. And it says, look high and low as you navigate the wind farm canyon of Turbine. So this place is a mountainous place where, as you can see from the top right hand corner, there's going to be a building that you can actually enter, and there's a mountainous place, and maybe you can get on top of that plane turbine right there. And this sort of reminds me of the map in Modern Warfare 2. I just don't know. I'm really bad at remembering maps from, from games before, I think, Black Ops. Yeah. But if you know what map I'm talking about, you'll probably agree with me. I just don't know. It just cannot come to the top of my head right now. But anyways, so this map is, first of all, this map is pretty great considering if you compare them to the Modern Warfare 3 maps, there wasn't a map like this. And that sort of sucks because in Modern Warfare 2 they had maps like this, like Rust, and I think that's basically it, but there's another one in there. And Rust was freaking great, and that was one of the unique maps. That was an awesome map. And I'm glad that they're bringing these kinds of maps back because these are sort of adventurous and you sort of want to go around and look at stuff and kill people and have a lot of hiding spots. And this place, this seems like a really good place for search and destroy. and maybe ground war. Considering if there's a lot of places to take cover, then yeah, this place would be perfect. And domination, I'm not sure. It seems a little bit too campy for domination. I'm not totally sure. It's just my opinion. It seems something like that. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next map, which is called Yemen. And let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Alright, so now we are at the first and final map. I don't know why I said this is the first. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a review at this map. And let's go ahead and first off, read the description for Yemen. So it says, solid teamwork is necessary when moving through a well-defended street on Yemen. And if you haven't seen the multiplayer gameplay for Yemen, then I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description, and so you can watch a full domination gameplay on this map. So anyways, judging by the picture, you can see more quad rotors and somebody getting torched in the background, and also you can see that little tank thing that I mentioned in, I believe, Aftermath. Yes, in Aftermath, and you can see that tank again. And also you can see on the right somebody using a Predator missile or something else that requires a laptop. And they're hiding behind the riot shield, which is that is awesome. I mean, getting a riot shield and then you can just stand on the ground and then use a Predator missile, that is ridiculous. That is awesome. And then you can see on the left side that little green beam is a tactical insertion. It's not something new that they didn't mention to us, which it would be crazy, but yeah, it's not anything new. And on the left, you can see that guy that's shooting on the bottom left-hand corner, and his gun seems to be something. It looks like three guns to me. First, it looks like the AK-74U, because just the shape of it and the tip and also the back of it and the cartridge, and also it looks similar to the Galil. Maybe, I am not totally sure. Now that I look at it, it maybe doesn't, but I'm not sure. To me it looks like the Galil, but then it looks like the AK-74 or AK-47, which maybe it is. I'm not sure, but mostly it looks like the AK-74U, which sort of makes sense since Treyarch brought the AK-74U in Black Ops. So anyways, I think this might be it. And also the main player, as you can see, is holding a G36C. So the G36 is back, which is awesome because G36 is an amazing gun. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and end this video. Alright, you guys, so that is the end of this video. In a few days, I'm going to be doing a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies video. So basically everything that involves zombies will be in that video. Every single thing, every opinion that I have and that some people have will be in that video. So if you want to know when the next video will be coming out, make sure to follow me on Twitter or like me on Facebook. I prefer Twitter because Twitter is awesome. But anyways, please follow me on Twitter, and also again I will be doing the Black Ops Zombies total review and all that jam and all that stuff. So anyways, if there is more screenshots and more photos of the Black Ops 2 multiplayer maps, then I will go ahead and make more videos about them, and I will continue making more videos on Black Ops 2 until the day that it comes out. And once it comes out, I'm going to put up gameplay and I am going to do the campaign as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys later.